Hi guys, my next project is something I've been working on for quite a while, probably close on to a year, trying to figure a couple of things out. And it's actually about making all this mess disappear. What's not part of here is a bench power supply and my frequency generator. So I do a lot of work. I've got cameras that I'm setting up on Raspberry Pis. I have servers. I actually have my own servers as well. That's not even part of this scope. And this is my desk where I also need to work. So the idea I have is, what I've been looking at, is moving it into a rack. So I'll put the information online where I bought it. So I bought this rack and I made these stencils. So that will be on my Thingiverse account as well. So this stencil is what you actually see at the moment in front here. And we've made it pre-drilled with all the holes. So you'll see the bottom one's got studs already in it. Exactly how they're going to work eventually, I haven't decided yet. So this is where we are at the moment. And the idea is it will be sorted cable wise. So the equipment with the most cables will be at the bottom, and with the least amount of cables going out will be at the top. The idea is to have my Raspberry Pis up here, maybe a switch, a 4-port switch maybe, or a 5-port switch, another Raspberry Pi. So the reason for the switch is I've got these small short cables, and I want to link them between the switch and each Pi on both sides, and maybe going one down to my main switch that will be at the bottom. So all this clutter of cables at the front then will hopefully disappear. Then on the center bay, I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm going to install here or want to do here. Maybe throughout the design process we will get an idea. Originally I wanted to put my bench power supply, or take my bench power supply apart, put it in here, and then put my power supply, the main supplies at the back. So you will have a 5-volt supply of 24 to 5, and then main power supply at the back. All the mains cable stuff I would like to keep to the back here, out, and then everything else to the front. I'm even thinking of my own servers that's running. I've got 4 servers running at the moment, to move them to the top. So I'm going to zoom in. So my own server can sit at the top, maybe add more of them, but keep them distant. So we will have a backing plate there with a fan. We might have another separation plate to keep the mains away from this side. Getting back to the front, so we have our Raspberry Pis. For now, I'm thinking of what we're going to do in the center bay. The bottom bay, I would like to have a minimum 8-port PoE switch on this section, and then on this side I have my bench power supply. So your cables at the bottom, your terminals or your prongs, everything on this side. At the moment it looks too small, but when we do the design we'll get to that. It might be worth our while just to move one up, and then maybe make a bay in here where you can store cables or whatever you want to store. So I'm going to take you along with this journey. I'm also going to unpack quickly what I've over the course of the last year bought and why I've bought it. And then from there on, from next video, we will start designing. I think we're going to start with the Raspberry Pis first. To 3D print the holders, as well as we will start with the backing plate. So that's going to be the general idea. It's probably not going to be one video. It's going to be quite a couple of videos, and I would like to do as many videos as possible, not long videos. So I'll do a 3D print section as a 3D print section, so the people, those of you who don't like to watch a 3D print, you can skip those sections. And those of you who actually like to see that as well and design, you can have a look at it as well. Also with the CAD design, I might skip most of the CAD designs, but the designs will be available for you. If you would like to see how we design it and do the measurements, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than willing to do that. I've just seen in the past that it takes, if it takes 5-6 hours for me to do a design, for you to sit there for 5-6 hours, it's not worth it. But I can speed it up. But yes, give me your comments. And I'm gonna move on to what I've bought. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, it feels like for you like seconds. For me, the very next day again. So, but we see we're gonna have a look at quickly what I've done for this project at the moment. Planning so far, and what we still need to do, which is quite a lot. So I did say originally, let's start with the brackets. So this whole unit came with the screws and the nuts at the back. So these front ends I made in CAD and I had them cut out by a laser cutter. Not my laser cutter, I've got a company that made them for me. So I had a total of 6 of these stands, and we will start using them as explained previously. Onto that, we also said yesterday that we're going to do the Raspberry Pis on top. I'm not 100% sure what's in the center yet. Meantime, I've been thinking of maybe adding the power supply, etc. in here, all my gauges and everything in here, and then leaving all the network stuff at the bottom. That just means I'm going to have a cable from top to bottom to the network, which is fine. I can reroute it somewhere else. So, what have I bought to date? I've got my power supply. I like using the mini world types. I'm not. I've come used to using them, and I've started trusting them. They is overcurrent protection. If you short them, they will turn off. It's just an extra layer of protection. I also like stuff that is actually approved by third parties, not the Chinesium stuff that I have seen burn. There's another make of this, and for a friend of mine, I actually gave a list of stuff to buy for his project that he did. He went with a very cheap one, and you could actually feel a difference in weight in the equipment inside as well. And it burned out, literally burned in flames. So I like using stuff that's got approvals. This one is a Meanwhile brand. It's pricey, but for what it's going to do, I'm happy to leave it in here. Leave it on and know that something happens here, it's going to turn off. So this is a 24 volt, 14.5 amp. See if that can zoom in there. You won't be able to see that, but you can see the name there. So that will probably live right there eventually. So what I've been thinking of installing them with the face to the back, the face backwards, so all the mains are on that side, and we keep no mains voltages on my side. Okay, so I'm more than originally said yesterday, we're going to put the face at the back. I think we're going to do a separation in the middle. Only a separation, so mains we will work from that side. Sorry, work from that side. Let's take this off. The mains will work from the other side. And all the low voltages on this side. Okay. What I also said yesterday is I bought a lot of these small short cables. So they are a Link Basic brand. And if you want the item code, I'll leave the description in the code in the description as well for you. So I've got a couple of these. I'm probably going to buy more. Since I've used some of them in other projects already. So that's short cables, and that is to make short sections of cable. Yeah, I don't want long cables hanging everywhere. I want short cables. In that side. Then for now I've got the top row, the Raspberry Pi. So I normally buy from Pi Shop here in South Africa. I'm not sponsored by them, but the service they've been giving me is very good, and I'll show you something else which I've liked from them, which I've not seen from any other supplier at the moment. Look at the packaging. Look up. I've taken 2 items out already here, but they keep it nice so when it's couriered, it doesn't fall around. It's nice, it's neat. That's actually sitting on top there. Here was another item that I took out. And it gives you the sense that they actually take care of what they ship. So this was bought, I think, around May. We're now in November. So this has been laying on my shelf for quite some time. And I can't even remember what I've bought of all the equipment I bought. So let's quickly have a look for it. So this item, I've got one that I already opened. Put it on the side. So this is just a voltage regulator. We're going to have the 24 volts from that big power supply in here and 5 volt out. And we can monitor the 5 volt. I've, in the meantime, seen something else that might be better than this. So this might not even go in. I'm still contemplating what I'm going to do with this. But I've got 2 of them. So we'll see. Maybe we do one for one set. Let's put this aside. One set of switches, another one for other set of switches. Space will tell us what we're going to do. Let's leave that there. Then I bought the newest Raspberry Pi 5s. This light is not really nice on this, but it's closest like this a little bit. Okay. It doesn't like this very much. Okay, so 2 gig RAM. Yet again, 2 of them. And I've got more Raspberry Pis on my side. An idea is at the moment for them to live either like this. Let's give you a nice picture there. Like this. Let's take them out. Open here. Okay, maybe I should read the packaging. Eh? Right. A Pi. And for now, I'm thinking of, I haven't yet decided if I want the USB side to face forward. Can you see there? Maybe I must just move you guys slightly. For the USB side to be faced there. Or would I like the, let's work from the back end. The LED to face this side. I haven't decided that yet. There's a new button on it. I haven't even gone through the specs of this, but there's another button now on the Pi 5. Very interesting. I need to check the specs. I know about these new features on here, which is nice. Have a look at that. So yes, that's the one thing I still need to decide. Do I want there's the LED on this side, meaning there's no access on front for any peripherals, or do I want it this side? Now, knowing that I normally need to connect to other stuff, I'd like it to be front. Let's park that idea for now. I've got my second Pi, I'm going to put it on the side. Then I also have my, you see there's an open, there's no open here. I've got my heat fan with heatsink, which will live on here. I'm not going to fasten it now. Okay, so next item, okay, I already opened this. Power the heatsink. I'm not going to mount it straight now, but the heatsink, to my knowledge, is living there. We'll do a video on assembling this whole unit, because there's actually more coming now in the next one. So the heatsink is going to live here, and what we're going to add to that is these guys. Now, the idea is to go. Oh, there's a lot of stuff falling out here. You got a packet of screws. I'm pretty sure there's something else that fell out as well. Oh. And we've got these little pads. Come on. Little glass pads. Okay. So what is this? This is a dual NVMe board. And like this will go, let me just take a heatsink off. Will be fitted onto this board, onto the Pi. And we are going to try to run a RAID system. So it's going to be a NAS server, or there's another name I heard the other day, not a NAS server, a direct access server, something like that. Let's keep it to a NAS server for now. And the idea is to have this replace all my other servers that I'm running. Currently I've got servers with USB plugs in and drives. I want to go to a one solution of that can fit in here somehow, and can do everything I need. Or when I do testing, okay, let's put that aside. For that, I have purchased, and you need to be careful. There's a list on the website for this unit. There's a list on this website for this unit of which NVMe drives can be used. And we went and bought this once, and they will be fitted on here, and together we will check and see if it's going to work. So there will be a dedicated video only on making these drives work on this. I will take you guys along for a ride. So eventually, let's put this away again. Eventually, all these editions. So it's going to be one Pi with two 1 terabyte SSDs, and we want to slot them in like this. So maybe we have two NASs and two media drives, like I said in the beginning. So in the center, the last item that I got for date, power supply in as well. We just take that out of the way before we damage anything. My 5-port switch. Why? You guys are not really focusing. There it is. Okay. That needs to live there. And that's why I've said eventually we will have from there to this already seems too short. Well, that is fine. Well, that's going to be too short. That's fine. So center. But for that might be too short. So this might not be the final solution we're going with. I might need to hand make some longer ones. In any case, then if we go with the 5-volt rail, which I want to do, I'll have those sitting most probably on top. Something like that. Still need to see how I can get that to come through without the components. Would have liked this to actually have been displayed on the other side. Yeah, this is what we get. That's why I've got another idea that I need to go. Want to do. And that idea I picked up a few weeks ago. And it's this guy. So this is voltage and amp measurement. So I've been thinking of putting it up there. We still install these, but at the back. You don't need to see these. And then we monitor the current and the voltage to the Pis, making sure they're happy. You can even go as far as having two of them, one for mains voltage and one's for AC and one for DC. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like I said, nothing is been cast in stone yet. I'm still thinking of the exact route we're gonna go, but this is a project that I've been very, very eager to get out, and it's been delaying for close to a year now. And I would like to start with it. Like I said in the previous section, I'm gonna make short videos of it, and it might be 10 videos on this, there might be 100 videos on this. I've got no idea at the moment the route we're gonna go in, but that we need to start it, that I need to get it going, to clean my bench off of my desk. That's something that needs to happen. Guys, I'm just thinking if there's anything else I'd like to show you still before I end this video. I've got some more stuff, but it's all the same that we've showed you right here now. And I'm going to start with one of the videos assembling the Pi, because I will need to assemble it before we can decide how the tray, because I'm thinking of making a pre-printing a tray that can pull out somehow, or you can remove the cables. I'm not 100% sure yet. There's a lot of things to think about. I'm going to take you guys along with the decisions. Guys, if you want to join, if you want to follow me doing this, guys, please like, subscribe. You can even ring that notification bell. I'll try to get a video out once a week, maybe once every second week, because there's other small jobs or hobbies that I'm also busy with. But this is becoming important now, especially over the December festive season. This is something I want to drive, see how far I can get before the end of December. Guys, be safe out there. There's a lot of stuff happening in the industry. Be safe, take care. I'll see you in the next one.